1920s to 1940s. Henry Goddard published a famous study in the Kalikak family, A Feeble-Mindedness, Its Causes and Consequences. 1914, about a man who fathered an illegitimate child, whose descendant became retarded, and a legitimate child whose descendants were of average to above average intelligence. While this was highly criticized, it reinforced negative attitudes toward individuals with special needs. When we say Kalikak, it is the Kalikak family theory. In 1912, Henry Herbert Goddard published The Kalikak Family, a study in the heredity of feeble-mindedness. Hereafter, The Kalikak Family, in which he argues that people inherent feeble-mindedness, which is presently known as the intellectual disability. When we say this intellectual disability is a term used if we're out our limit to a person's ability to learn, or lack of productivity, or other behaviors viewed as backwards, or not having normal intelligence or mental deficiency. Ibig sabihin nito yung mahina yung pag-iisip nila, or kulang yung expression nila sa kanilang mga isip, or mahina ang kanilang mga mentality. Yung thinking skill nila ay less or mababa. Yung ability nila sa pag-iisip is mahina. During 1920s to 1930s, social and economic hardship took away much the interest about individual with handicaps. However, in the 1940s, Alfred Strauss and Heinz Werner became instrumental in special education. Noong 1940s, dahil kay Alfred Strauss and Heinz Werner, sila yung instrumentos kung paano yung pagtuturo sa special education, especially in the field of learning disability, through their research in the neurological basis of learning disability. Ito yung nag-research sila about sa neurology, kung paano yung pagtuturo sa mga may diferensya, or yung kanilang thinking skills ay mababa. 1950s to 1970s. The improvement of economics and politics at this time helped create a positive attitude and available funding for special education. Noong 1950s and 1970s kasi is yung pag-unlad ng ekonomiya at politika sa panahong iyon ay nakatulong para makabuo ng positibong kaisipan para makagawa or makakuha ng pondo about sa mga estudyanteng they have a special needs na kailangan nating tugunan. Among the progress during the time was Head Start, which promoted early intervention for children who were or at risk of becoming handicapped. Other important figures in special education during this time were Samuel Kirk, who co-honored the term learning disabilities, Marianne Frosted, Newell Kippart, and William Cruikshank, who all contributed in progress of special education. Yung mga nabanggit kasi is yun ang nag-contribute o nagbahagi ng mga pag-unlad o pag-progress ng pagtuturo sa mga may mga ganitong kondisyon, kagaya ng mga sa learning disability for the student in the school and for the special needs that had. 1970s and beyond, special education started to be recognized as a formal and identifiable profession. Parents and advocates also started to acknowledge the need of individuals with special needs and importance of special education. In the legislation regarding special education were created, ended the exclusive and discrimination against handicapped students became a focus of lit- lit- litigatous and legislation. Ibig sabihin dito, yung special education ay na-recognize na ng mga tao or inaccept na natin in a formal and identifiable. Lalong-lalo na yung may mga lalong-lalo na yung parents and advocates for that such knowledge. And also the individuals with special needs are and importance of special education were created, yung may mga discrimination sa may mga kondisyong ganito, and siniseparate na natin yung school nila, separated yung normal and yung may kondisyong ganito. Kasi minsan dinidiscriminate nila yung lalong lalo na yung pagbata pa sila is di naman nila yun alam kung ano yung tama at mali. Kung nakikipag kapwa tayo, we need to respect other individuals. Development in the last century or 90s. Much has changed in how disability was viewed in the last century. Marami na yung nagbago from the last century. The biological perspective was gained emphasis. Yung mga perspective ng mga tao ay parang tumaas na din yung kanilang mga pagtingin sa may mga special needs or disabled matters, which led to the medical model that suggests institutional care be given to individuals with disability. The period of 19th and 1950th had also seen the rise of compulsory education, leading to a major step towards speech and inclusive education. Classes suited for age school, specially designed to cater individuals with intellectual disability, blindness, deafness, among others, were created. At the end of the Second World War, the special education system was created and organized in parallel to regular education. Dito na ipapasok yung mga sinasabi ko nga kanina na yung school nila noon ay magkasama pa, but now they separated from them, most especially sa mga may mga kondisyong kagaya ng Down syndrome or hindi yung mga nakakatayo, yung nasa wheelchair lang, yon they separated from normal and disability.